Hello, I'm Charlie Riggins with Pye-Barker, and if you've spent any time around pumps, compressors, blowers, motors, instrumentation, or process equipment, you already know this industry never sits still. Every week brings new technology, new investments, and new decisions that can affect reliability, efficiency, compliance, and long-term operating costs. Today, I've got three stories that caught my attention because they all point to the same thing. Industrial operations are getting smarter, more connected, and more focused on performance. We'll look at the future of digital liquid analysis, a record-setting wave of Indian investment in U.S. industry, and a major Grundfos expansion aimed at strengthening water treatment production here at home. Let's get started. First, we will spotlight Indris plus Hauser and the future of liquid analysis. For decades, plants relied on manual sampling and analog sensors to monitor critical process parameters like pH, conductivity, dissolved oxygen, and other measurements that directly affect product quality and regulatory compliance. But now, digital sensors are redefining how plants think about reliability, maintenance, and process control. Indris plus Hauser's MemoSens technology is at the heart of that transformation. These sensors provide fully digital signal transmission, helping reduce common problems tied to moisture, corrosion, and signal drift. They also offer plug-and-play replacement and onboard memory that stores calibration and sensor health data. That means maintenance teams can work faster, safer, and smarter. The benefits are significant. First, improved compliance as regulations continue to tighten. Second, reduced downtime through predictive diagnostics. Third, lower installation costs through compact, pre-wired transmitter options. And most importantly, greater sustainability as plants optimize energy use, reduce waste, and maintain more stable processes. Across industries like water treatment, food and beverage, life sciences, chemicals, and power generation, digital liquid analysis is no longer just a nice upgrade. It is becoming a strategic asset. By connecting sensors to cloud-based platforms, operators gain better visibility, predictive insights, and long-term process stability. As a product marketing manager at Indris plus Hauser explains, liquid analysis is one of the most critical levers for ensuring product quality, regulatory compliance, and operational efficiency. The future of liquid analysis is digital, and smarter sensors are quickly becoming one of the keys to reliable, sustainable operations. Now let's shift from process technology to the bigger industrial picture, because while smarter sensors are changing what happens inside the plant, major investment announcements are changing where manufacturing capacity is being built. At the 2026 Select USA Investment Summit in Maryland, India-based companies unveiled a record $20 billion in planned investments in the United States. That marks the largest commitment ever made by India at the summit and signals a new era of industrial collaboration between the two countries. The bulk of these investments, $19.1 billion, comes from India's pharmaceutical sector, highlighted by Sun Pharmaceuticals' $11.75 billion acquisition of New Jersey-based Organon & Company. But this story goes beyond pharmaceuticals. The commitments also span steel, energy, advanced technology, telecom infrastructure, and research, all areas that can strengthen U.S. supply chains and industrial capacity. Key announcements include JSW Steel investing $255 million in modernization projects in Ohio and Texas, Abudai Group committing more than $900 million across 5 sites, creating an estimated 1,500 American jobs. Sterlite Technologies pledging $100 million to support AI and telecom infrastructure, adding up to 500 jobs. And IIT Madras Global Research Foundation establishing a $4.5 million U.S. research hub in California, with plans for expansion to the East Coast. Ambassador Sergio Gore emphasized the goal of doubling U.S.-India trade to $500 billion by 2030, calling these investments mutually beneficial and a driver of shared prosperity. Other international partnerships also emerged at the summit. French-U.S. biotech firm Silcare announced new U.S. trials for tinnitus treatment, while Maryland Governor Wes Moore introduced initiatives linking Maryland with Korea, Jordan, and South Africa to expand global trade and innovation. For plant managers, procurement teams, and industrial suppliers, the takeaway is simple. Global investment is continuing to reshape U.S. manufacturing. More domestic capacity can mean stronger supply chains, more technical jobs, and new demand for the equipment that keeps facilities running: pumps, compressors, blowers, vacuum systems, controls, and process infrastructure. Now for our third story, we move from global investment to a very practical manufacturing expansion in the water treatment market. Global pump leader Grundfos has announced a major expansion in the United States. At its Fresno, California facility, the company has officially opened a new dosing skid system production line, marking a significant step in its commitment to the water treatment market. The launch was celebrated with a ribbon-cutting ceremony attended by Grundfos executives, employees, and key channel partners. This new line is designed to meet growing demand for efficient, reliable dosing solutions that help municipalities and industrial facilities manage water quality more effectively. So why does this matter? First, it strengthens local manufacturing. Expanding production in Fresno supports Grundfos's U.S. presence and contributes to regional job growth. Second, it puts more focus on water treatment. Dosing skid systems are critical for precise chemical dosing in water and wastewater treatment, helping facilities maintain compliance with environmental standards. Third, it benefits customers. By producing these systems domestically, Grundfos can support faster lead times, improved service, and more tailored solutions for U.S. clients. Grundfos has long been recognized for innovation in pumps and water technologies. This expansion shows a clear strategy: localize production, reduce supply chain risk, and provide sustainable solutions for communities and industries facing increasing water challenges. Grundfos's Fresno expansion is more than a new production line. It is a commitment to improving water treatment reliability and sustainability across the United States. So, let's bring these three stories together. Digital liquid analysis, global manufacturing investment, and domestic water treatment production may seem like separate topics, but they all point in the same direction. Industrial operations are becoming smarter, more connected, and more focused on long-term reliability. Whether it is a digital sensor helping a plant stay compliant, a major investment strengthening U.S. supply chains, or a new production line supporting water treatment infrastructure, the goal remains the same. Keep production running, reduce risk, control costs, and build systems that are ready for the future. I'm Charlie Riggins with Pye-Barker, and thanks for spending a few minutes with me. For more industrial news, insights, and practical solutions for pumps, compressors, blowers, and vacuum systems across Georgia and Florida, visit pyebarker.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay productive, and keep those systems running.